Right, I am late. No, I said I was going live at 1 and it's 1:40, but I tell you, when you went home and you got a whole bunch of stuff to do and not a lot of time to do it, it makes you have to scramble real fast and stuff. So, all right, brothers and sisters, I am sorry that I'm late. I know I said I was going to go live at 1 o'clock and stuff, and I didn't. So, please forgive me. Just had to wrap some things up and stuff at the house, and then I found out a little something too. If you guys ever wonder if your truck needs a water pump, then very simply and stuff. All right, open road. Good afternoon, brother. If you want to know if your truck has a bad water pump, then just let your truck sit for 24 hours in the cold. I'm considering the Bully Dog Fuel MPG Gain Tune for um yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything about those guys and stuff. I see them advertised all the time. Um, well, let me say this. Usually, people I see that run the Bully Dog system run they put them in the dualies. And as far as dualies, as far as the dually pickup trucks and whatever and stuff, I mean they say it's second to none. So if they have if they have a semi version and stuff, then hey, let me know how that works for you and stuff like that, and drop that science on it. Anything to get that mile per gallon up. But yeah, if you guys want to know if you got a bad water pump, man, just let your truck sit in the cold for 24 hours. That's it. And if you come back out and you got a puddle under your truck, then you know that your water pump's going bad. I don't know if he'll do it that much in the summer. I don't know if he'll do it that much in the summer in the warmer seasons. But I definitely know in the colder seasons, if you want to know that you got a bad battery or if you got a bad water pump, just let your truck sit for 24 hours. And you come back. If the truck kind of hesitates to start a little bit, then your batteries are bad because the cold cranking amps. And your water pump, then if you got you know, your pump's going to be leaking somewhere and stuff. Like this DD15, man. It just started leaking. So I know tomorrow, along with getting my drug screen, I got to go find a water pump to get put in this truck before it goes bad. So then on top of that, I gotta head down here to Atlanta for this 2 a.m. delivery tomorrow. So I'm gonna definitely be up for the rest of the afternoon. Okay. Some water flow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Um, if you get the tune though, who you gonna get to put it in? Because I understand you could purchase it offline and stuff, but I didn't know if it was gonna be someone. Um, I didn't know if it was gonna be someone specific that you gonna take it to and stuff to get it put in. No, no, it's a random. I'm leased on. I'm leased on, but it seems like every quarter and stuff. My name always come up for a random, so I got to go and get that done. Of course. Um, let's see. Hold up. Guy said that he stay away from power tune risk breaking something because engineering dial motor in stock. But older guy said Bulldog economy tune is worth. Yeah, I mean, Hey, some people have a little bit more confidence in their ability than others, you know, guys. Um, that's why Pittsburgh Power is so popular because you know if you're talking about if you get a you know if you're talking about getting the motor and stuff and then getting the peak performance, then you know I'm gonna drive through pretty have them installed. Okay, all right. Breed Diesel. I gotta look those guys up, but yeah, I know like yeah when they talking about messing with that horsepower and stuff like that and trying to get a peak performance, then you know again some people have confidence and some don't. Like uh, they'll probably go in the ECM or whatever and stuff like, especially cat motors or whatever. You know they get you know you got a C15. They'll turn it up to a five. They'll turn it up to a 550, which is the max, without having to go inside the block and do any kind of boiling or whatever stuff like that. So, you know, but it's still it's just you know when you go get those tunes and stuff, especially if you're talking about maxing it out, then you definitely got to get you got to have some kind of tuner, you know, cause if that thing gets you know you want the engine to be refined, you want it to be refined, and so it's not something to say, well, okay, it's a one, you know, I just go to the shop, take care of it, and then that's you know I'm done with it. You got to keep checks on it periodically and stuff like that. Like you know, it's just like racing a car. It's just like racing a car and stuff. You know, it's like you know every passway. You know, especially if you're a professional, then you know you check the dyno with every pass and stuff. But you know, if you kind of you know if you a novice or whatever and stuff, then you know you probably go maybe you probably run it all night and stuff like that, and then you know dyno it once and then just put it out there on the road and stuff. And that's all this is right here. You know, it's you know it's power. It's all it is power and stuff. And so you know you just want your stuff to run refined. So some people are cool with it the way it is. You know, with the power being turned down. Some people are cool with the specification. Then some people just gotta have that power. So you know, it's a it is a it's a lot of dynamics that go into it and stuff in order to make perfection. But you know, it's what has to be done if you want. You know, if you want to run at that maximum performance. I'm more the side of mechanical tune, but I will risk the fuel mileage tune because the rates are low right now. Yeah, well, you know, it's I mean, with the dynamic of you know, with fuel mileage, it's based upon where you run. It's based upon where you run, how you run, and what time you run. Cause you could say, for instance, if you go like where I'm from, if you run from North Carolina to Florida, whatever, you know, the traffic's pretty light. You know, you don't have no hills or whatever and stuff, so you know you're gonna get good fuel miles based upon that, and then you know, so then the other dynamic is running in the sun, you know, running in the heat, you know, when the sun is up versus running at nighttime. So you know, if you run at night, then you'll get better fuel mileage and stuff on that too, as opposed to running in the daytime. You know, so you know, it's a you know it's a lot of dynamics in it and stuff, but you know, you know you kind you'll get it. You'll get it if that's your thing and stuff. If you want the fuel mileage side, then you know you'll put those sciences and stuff together. Then you know like well okay this time I didn't this time I was doing 6.8, and you might see okay 7. So you'll see the difference between one and the two and stuff, and then next thing you know you got that um, you'll find that sweet spot and stuff, and then from there it's going up. You know 7.1, 7.2, 7.5, 8. You know that sort of thing there and stuff. But yeah, it's all on where you run, how you run, what time you run. You know, and don't be disappointed if you don't be disappointed if you don't get it. on the first hit or on the second hit or whatever, it's just making little tweaks and stuff like that. Sometimes it could be the weather. If the wind's real high, then can't really nothing be done about that and stuff, man. You just got to push through. Say, man, look, hey, gracious, it was just a bad day right here and stuff. I ain't get but five something, 5.5, 5 miles to the gallon, 4.5. Yeah, but man, I tell you what though, I guess it's the reason why I really don't like coming to the house that much, man. Cause every time I come home, man, it's like it just something about this truck. It just doesn't. As long as it's running, as long as I'm in it, as long as I'm running it, then it's okay. But man, the second I shut this truck down for a day or two and stuff, man, it's like that's when all the problems and stuff occur. I'm real. I'm just real disappointed, man, about this water pump. But it is what it is. You know. Oh, also something else I wanted to point out too and stuff for the guys that decide to go get surgery. Um, the doctor may decide to disable a couple of things and stuff inside your ECM, and one of the things that you got to be particular about is your coolant, your low coolant sensor, because with these, especially like with these Freightliners and stuff like that, when the coolant gets low, then you get an engine stop light and stuff, and it just shut everything down, and then all it is just simply going up there and checking and seeing, okay, yeah, I got low coolant, but if they usually when they go in there and stuff, they may disable it. So just keep an eye on your coolant level and stuff. When you do your pre-trips, guys. There's some things and stuff. Like I said, you don't want to be um, totally out of coolant, or what? Well, it's not going. You're not going to totally run out of coolant, but your coolant temperature is going to get high enough, and then that's when you're going to start thinking like, oh man, shoot, something going on and stuff, right? Something serious is going on, and it's just nothing but your coolant is just so low and stuff that you know it spiked up your coolant temperature. So again, if you decide to get the surgery and stuff, just keep an eye on that and stuff. Or just ask your doctor. You know, he may tell you or he may forget, but just be mindful of that. Cause some things and stuff again are gonna be all right. Trucking with blue money. All right, what's going on with you? But yeah, that's one of the things and stuff. It kind of slipped my mind and stuff too early, cause I remember a long time ago that happened where um I had a bad coolant leak and stuff, and so it fell way below par to a point where I didn't really know what was going on and stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you, I thought I had a bad head gasket, but finally the leak revealed itself and stuff like that. So okay, all right, that's where it's going there and stuff. But yeah, that thing got real low and stuff, and the temperature just spiked up, throw the cold and stuff like that, and then But when I put that coolant in it, that's when I found out what the leak was. Cause if you could think a couple months back when I made that video, it was on Instagram and stuff where I was saying it was my coolant reservoir tank was cracked, and that wasn't it. That wasn't it and stuff. It was just a leaky coolant hose. No, but I did get that. Okay, when you get the surgery, right? You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the actuator if you get the surgery. But my actuator did go out. My actuator did go out and stuff before I got the surgery. That was about 2 years ago. I did a video on that too. I took it to these guys. Let's see, it got to be yeah. But see, your doctor will take care of that. The doctor take care of that and stuff. And so when he tells you what's been when he tell you what's been changed, right? Then you don't have to worry about the actuator no more. But yeah, the actuators do go bad, man. I mean, they do go bad and stuff like that. But with mine and stuff, like I said, I went and got it changed, and they got charged me. They got charged me 3,300. He charged me 3,300. Well, that was the bill and stuff for 3,300. I talked them down to 28. But I mean that was insane, man. I mean, cause the actuator is expensive. The actuator is expensive. It doesn't matter whether it's OEM or whether it's OEM and stuff, man, or whether it's aftermarket. But as far as changing it, it ain't nothing to it. And the mechanic said the mechanic said it took him 8 hours. And I stayed right there with them and stuff, man. But these guys, man, I mean, like I said, they got me. But that was because I didn't ask for an estimate. I just told yeah, go ahead and fix it and stuff like that because I'm thinking it was something simple. I knew the actuator was going to be expensive, but as far as the repair, it's just crazy. Then he talking about well, he had to go and get his computer and stuff, and um, because I did have a fault code for the low coolant, but once you put the coolant back in there and stuff, then once it gets to the adequate level and stuff, then it phases itself out and stuff. But he claimed he had to go in the computer and stuff and do it, and that charged $150. See, my doctor's great, and he is able to take my baby to yeah. I mean, you got some man. I mean, you got some man that can do that. I just needed mine and stuff to take care of that specific problem and stuff. And so then he added in the fact that he would take care of that other issue too. And when he took care of that, man, you don't have to worry about actuators or EGR sensors or none of that stuff anymore. But yeah, them actuators, man, they are a pain in the butt, man, especially for DD15, man. If you got the old one, if you got the old actuator set up, I think they give you about 3 years on them. They give you about 3 years and stuff, and then you get the aftermarket one up there and stuff. I mean, they'll last forever, but hey, I don't have that issue no more and stuff. It's up there and stuff for display. Yeah, it's up there for display now and stuff. But yep. Hmm. So let's see, about that 20-minute mark and stuff, man. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see, are you going straight pipe? No. If you straight pipe and you just gave there you go. All right, we back. We back. Okay. Hey, y'all still let's see, sorry about that, man. My daggone I had this thing in the sun and I had it in the sun and stuff and this thing started overheating. But to answer that question, straight piping a truck over 2010, that's just like smoking weed in front of the police. You asking to get in trouble. You asking to get in trouble and stuff, man. I tell anybody. I mean, I've seen it done, and that's the only thing you doing. If you got unless you got a true glider, and stuff, or unless you're just using it for showroom purposes and stuff, I tell people, no, look, hey, we know what we did, right? So try to keep it as low key as possible because they know. I mean, they know, but just don't make it so obvious. But I seen guys doing this stuff, man, and it's like I believe if enough people start doing it, that's when they're gonna say something. But yeah, that's the thing there and stuff, man. I like no, it's a it's a beautiful sound, but I say like that's for people 2007 and under. You could probably get away with it with a 7, a 8, or a 9 or something like that. But 2010 when they started running DEF on these things, now doing that is just you just asking, hey, Mr. DOT man, I don't, you know what, I did my doggone thing and I don't care. Pull me over, pull me over and check me out. But yeah, hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on off here because my service again is acting a little janky. So we're gonna pick back up on this next week, same time and stuff. We'll do it Saturday and Sunday. I'll go live again. I'm gonna try to drop a video or two and stuff this week and keep y'all updated and stuff on what's going on with this water pump, stuff like that. Um, but they'll be on my Instagram page and stuff, of course. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram, Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram. And um, I'm probably gonna go up there a little bit later on and stuff. My Instagram go up there. I'm gonna go live, but it won't be nothing truck related. So we just chatting up there and stuff, just talking about a lot of things and stuff like that. So I'm just you know I keep this right here for trucking, my Instagram and stuff. Even though it's focused on my Cascadia, I will go a little bit personal on some things up there. So just feel free to hit me up, Instagram, Rhode Island Red Rooster 22. So with that, fellas, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate your patience. I know my live has been it's been real janky and stuff yesterday and today and stuff like that. But I'll get the hang of it, and hopefully my content will get a little bit better and stuff. So again, appreciate the likes, all the thumbs up and stuff. I like the comments and everything. Um, just bear with me, guys. We're gonna go with better content and stuff. I'm gonna bring you better content. I owe it to my people to do that. And also, if there's any kind of questions, concerns, or whatever, that's dealing with trucking, then my personal information is on the page. So feel free to hit me up there and stuff, and I'll try to help you out as much as possible, as long as it's dealing with trucking. So that being said, I'll end on that note. It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.